What's going on, YouTube land? It's me, JC3, and welcome back to another YouTube video. As you guys can see, we are Madden 17 franchise. As you guys see right here, we're just gonna select a random team. We closed our eyes, spun around. You guys see, I didn't know what team I was gonna land on. That's the team we land on in a minute. Right about now. As you guys see, we landed on the Steelers, and right here we collected our fantasy draft. So you're getting ready to see who we drafted, and you're gonna see who went in second and third overall in just a minute here. I believe we started off the draft with like the 18th overall pick in the first round. Let's see, yeah, we were 18th overall pick. We went up to see who guys. See, Chris Harris went to like the Goals, Winston to the Jets. See, Luke Kuechly to the Bears, Tom Brady to the Chargers, Aaron Rodgers to the Giants, and first overall pick was Cam Newton to the Dolphins. So here we go to our first pick. My first thought was like, and solidify a quarterback right here. But see the first available, and I was like, J.J. Watt. I don't know how you passed up J.J. Watt first round. So we ended up drafting J.J. Watt, and from there my mindset kind of changed. I was like, okay, let's try and get this defense ready. Let's try and build the best defense we possibly can. Right here, you guys see in the second round picks. I stopped doing this after a while because the video is going to get kind of long if I kept going up and down to see who got picked. You see Matt Stafford's going to the Cardinals, Josh Norman to the Lions, Antonio Brown, I think it said to the Chargers or Vikings. I think it was Vikings. Bortles to the Raiders. That's what I like about this. Anyone could go anywhere. As you guys see, we picked up another defense player. As you guys see right here. Yes, we ended up picking up Ndamukong Suh. We ended up drafting him. So if you think about it, our defensive line right now is filled with studs. We got Watt and Suh, and that's pretty much all we really on the defensive side of the ball. And how do we say this? My bonehead forgot to pick up a left end until the end of the, or towards like kind of like the middle, towards the end of the draft. You guys will see. We go with third overall pick. I see my man Adrian Peterson. I don't know how he was still on the board in the third round. So if you think a little at our team, Watt, Suh, Peterson, fourth overall. I think we went with. Did we go CB right here? We did. If I remember, we ended up drafting Jonathan Joseph right there, who played for the Houston Texans, but now he's on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't wait for you guys to see week 1, dude. Oh my god, that game was so phenomenal. I can't wait for you guys to watch it. We're playing this all Madden 4th down sim style. The only time we'll go for on 4th down if it's like 4th quarter down, it's a close game and we need it. As you guys see, we pick up a wide receiver, and I was like, okay, I can either go with someone really young and John Brown, but I ended up picking the veteran. He's probably going to retire after a few seasons. We ended up picking up Larry Fitzgerald. I see here. Oh yeah, the left linebacker. Right here, I just wanted the best overall because I didn't know if they had a 4-3, which is only one middle linebacker, or if they had a 3-4. And since BD, Ryan Shazier right there. My bonehead, if I was going to get, you guys will see right now who I pick. I was going to get Derek Johnson right there, who I was going to pick first, and then come back and get Derek Johnson. I was going to come back and get Ryan Shazier, but I forgot. I ended up picking up a Ted. You guys will see who we picked up. I think this was a good pickup. And did you guys see all the upper ones were kind of like getting aged? So it's either Julius Thomas or Gary Barnidge. I could have went Tyler Eifert either, but I ended up going Barnidge. I think he's young. He's gonna put in work. And I think right here that I was like, we have we have Adrian Peterson. So I was like, okay, we'll pick up O-line. That's my thoughts. We could get a line for Adrian Peterson to come around. But what I noticed is if you guys are gonna do franchise, there's still good running backs available, 5th, 6th round. Like, you could get away with an 82 overall Justin Forsett. As you see, we pick up Joe Stanley. I saw Danny Woodhead. Darren Sproles is still there. As you guys will see, we picked up some sleepers late in the draft. Right here, I was like, okay, let's try and get another lockdown corner to go with Johnson Joseph. And you guys will see who we pick up. I was thinking Brett Gines, but I looked at his age, 33, and I was like, you know, he's a little age, 31 for William Gay. But I didn't go with either of these guys. I ended up picking up Jason McCourty, age 29, the youngest out of those top 3 players. And I believe he'll still have a few seasons in him to go. So that's one of the reasons why we picked him up. I think he'll work for the squad. He'll lock people down. I believe he had decent speed too, so that was one of the main reasons why we picked him up. And here we're gonna pick Marshall Yonda to help Adrian Peterson. Oh nope, psych. Wait, did we? Or did I go Zach Martin? No, I did go Marshall Yonda. I was thinking about getting the whole like Dallas O-line because their O-line's so stacked, full of young studs. So here, I was like, okay, we're gonna need another wide receiver, and I was like, all the 80s and 90s wide receivers are gone now. I was like, dang, but we got away with a sleeper in Ted Quinn Jr. That speedy punk is gonna do so much work for us. I know he destroyed the Packers, which is my favorite team. It's a sad moment. But I know he's gonna put in work for us. He has speed, he could run routes, he could catch. So yeah, and then right here I was like, as you guys see, look at this, round 12, picking up a left end. Yeah, if we probably picked up one in like the 3rd round instead of AP, 3rd, even 4th, instead of Barnage, we could have gotten probably a really good defensive line. But we made some trades that you guys will see next video before week 1 that I think were huge. You guys will see. I think they're gonna make a big role when season starts. And if y'all Madden, you'll play on all medical, you know sometimes the CPU could be really, really glitchy. But here we go, as you guys see right here, my linebackers. I'm looking for some hit power. I didn't want to go James Harrison, but I ended up going with him. I didn't want to go with him because of his age. He was like almost 40, I think. Here, I'll see when it pops up again. I was looking for some linebackers, and I was like, do I really want to go James Harrison? Because he has really good hit power, but his age, I was like, ooh, I don't know if he's going to retire after the season or what he's going to do. But we ended up going with James Harrison. Come on. Right here. There he is. I also ended up picking him because we had 2 seconds left on the clock. I was like, okay, we just make our pick real quick. And that's one thing I like about this is that little timer on the side when you're doing your face. Like, you have 1 minute to make up your mind, and if that minute flies quick, and you're like, oh god, who did I pick? Here we're still getting our O-line together for AP to run around. We also picked up some other good players. Right here I went because I thought I drafted 2 centers. I was like, did I really just did that? But I got Ryan Khalil, which is a really good center for us. And one thing is that I noticed that all the cornerbacks go by the first second. It's like no one left. I see we're looking for a quarterback in the 15th round. And I'm like, who should we go with? And I was just like, screw it, man. They're all going to be there in the next 5-10 rounds. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we're back. So yeah, we're round 16. I forgot who we saw to pick round 15. But we're on round 16, and right here we're looking at safeties right now. We're just looking at the available, and I see Dante Whitner, and I know he has really good hit power, so I want to see if there was someone around his overall with kind of the exact same hit power as him. So we were kind of looking around. I was just like, you know what, screw it. We might as well just go Dante Whitner. 31, still kind of young guy who could bring the boom diggity, if you know what I'm saying, one time. And of course, we needed a free safety. I wanted to go D'Angelo Hall, but I didn't, I believe. I think D'Angelo Hall would have been good for us, but I don't believe we actually went for him. Or did we? I can't remember who I picked on my squad. We ended up on Corey Graham. Okay, round 15. I think right here. See, look at all the good running backs still available. We got Justin LeGarrette Blunt, you know, Dion Lewis, Darren McFadden, Woodhead, D'Angelo Woods. You know, I ended up picking up Darren Sproles. That's going to be huge for us in like the punt game, kick returns, He's quick, speedy, elusive. He has that good juke, and I can't juke in this game. You guys will see when I play game 1. I cannot juke for my life. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or what, because I know they added new juke mechanics to the game, but I just can't juke. I can't. I don't know why. I can't juke. As you hear, we're picking up the last piece of our offensive line. Sebastian Vollmer was like the most kind of near. As you can see, I'm trying to look for that run block, that pass block, and the impact block. I'm trying to see if they're all near. As you see, one has like a high 80, and then the other like runs either high and the pass is either low, or the pass is really high and the run's really low, or sometimes even the impact block's really low. So I'm just like, I want to find someone who's well balanced, and Sebastian Vollmer was pretty much the most balanced person in that position. You see right here, I'm looking like, okay, what position do I need? Or what positions have I not drafted? You see left guard. You see Ramon Foster, and that's who we ended up picking up. God, really go for some water, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm about to dry. You see, I'm doing the same thing again, seeing if they're well balanced. And I just can't find anyone that's well balanced as Ramon Foster. I actually think I might trade him. I think if I saw his pass block, it was like 78 or something like that. I might trade him for someone better. I might trade him in a couple of draft picks. So we got Mark Barron. That's probably who we drafted 5th round. Mark Barron, right outside linebacker, I believe, and he's gonna bring the hit power, because you guys played the previous Madden. He had his campus hero card, and that card had really good hit power. So if he could bring that hit power to this game, I doubt he'll succeed. And if oh yeah, see right here, round 21 was around. I was like, oh crap, I know Ryan Shazier's not here anymore. So I went for speed, and I saw Malcolm Smith, who looked really to me. I mean, he's probably going to be the one I use her, because I found out they play a 3-4. So I'll let Derek Johnson go do his own thing, play his own zone, while I use her the worst overall, I guess you'd say, Malcolm Smith. But I picked him because he has good speed. Actually, right here, we're drafting our kicker puncher. We got Justin Tuck with big boot, 98 kick power. So that's going to be huge for us with, I think it was 80-something accuracy. Right, it was huge. We got Pat McAfee with 98 kick power, 97 accuracy. This dude can punt. And playing 4th down swag or playing sim, that's going to be huge. You need someone who could punt the ball. As you see right now, we're looking for a QB. And there's really no one that... Oh, I should have picked Michael Vick. I don't know why. I must have haven't seen him to not pick him. But I ended up picking Nick Foles. Be a free agent, I might come up. As you see here, we're like, okay, we're probably gonna need another backup. I did see someone that ran that I was gonna pick over Nick Foles, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna pick him in the 2nd round, a few rounds later, because I know he'll still be there. I see right now we're looking for a backup tight end. I picked Anthony just because he had a really good run back, 88 block. We could put him beside Larry Fitzgerald, because I know Larry Fitzgerald was tall, good blocking receivers, so we could run the ball that direction and have good blocking. At one point I looked and we didn't have any wide receivers. We only had 2 and Quinn. So I drafted 4 straight. And see right there, that was the quarterback I'm going to pick before Nick Foles, Drew Statton. You'll be looking at the backs again. Right here, or no, this is fullback. We ended up picking up Anthony Sherman because he's a good run blocker. But then up another fullback just for his running style. You know, if it's a goal line stance, good speed, good running. You know, he could just run up the gut and, get a touchdown. Right here, we're looking at the running backs for speed. There's Johnson there, and you have to pick CJ2K when you see it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So we ended up picking up CJ2K, and we have a really good running core in AP, Sproles, and CJ. That's going to be one really good running core. see, I was looking at the strong safety, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick whichever one's younger, just so they could last longer on the team. See that we made our pick. We're in round 30. Don't worry, guys, the draft's coming soon, but I ended up simming the end and showing you guys the squadron. So we're going available. I think right here is when we picked up the running. I was gonna pick him up, but then I saw his speed and I was like, nah, because I knew they were so fast. He had 81 speed, but I knew they were so faster than him. So look, see speed rating, and bam, we found a few of them faster than him. But 86, 85, and I ended up picking up him. I think, why did I pick him up? There must have been something why I picked him up. He had 81 trucking maybe. I picked him up so he could probably fall forward. Why I picked him? There was someone faster than him. That's right here. We're looking for tight ends again. We need one more tight end. We pick up Andrew Corliss. Because we have to at least have one Packer play, if you know what I'm saying. See, right here, I know. Oh crap, we only have two tight ends. There's gonna be, two wide receivers. There's gonna be none available. Right here, we see Andre don't want his old ass, but I think we ended up picking him up anyways. See, Nate Washington, I saw him, but that 74 catch is like, ew. I see Andre Johnson. He had better. I don't know how Andre Johnson had faster speed than Nate Washington, and I can understand why he had better catching than him, because Andre Johnson was a goonin' with the Texans. I see right here, go available. I think sometimes we sort by speed. I remember when. But I see we're looking through and we see Greg Jennings, and then I see Devin Hester, 91 speed. Put him on my team. So if you think about it, we have really good, two good kick returns in Sproles and Hester, and they're gonna put in work for our team. I see right here we're picking up more wide receivers. I see Wesley Welker. The small little shifty wide receivers are so good. And we made another trade. I'll tell you, we made a trade for a wide receiver that I think is going to put in work for us. I can't wait for you guys to see who it is. But we ended up trading a lot for him. We gave like the other team like 3 draft picks. Alright, Harryman. Who comes in clutch next game? You will see how he did it. Did we win? Did we lose? You have to find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. No, I'm just kidding. But that video will be out Monday. You guys will be seeing on Sunday, and that video will be coming out Monday. And it's, oh my god, dude, it was looking so bad for us. Just wait till you see what happened. It was amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I can't wait for you guys. I see right here, we only had like 2 cornerbacks, and I'm like, okay, we gotta get more. We had to pick up Peanut. You have to pick up Peanut. That's Charles Brown, man. You have to pick up Peanut. Peanut Tillman, man. You have to. See, right here, we're picking up another one. I think we ended up picking up. I wanted Brandon Browner, but I didn't like his speed that much. And Tim Jennings had 80, so I was like, that's really good speed, so we're gonna pick. I think that's one of the spots we're kind of lacking right now. As I look at our team, is kind of cornerbacks. If we could get maybe one cornerback and another 80 overall, like cornerback, we'd be set. So right here, we're picking up the free safety and Will Blackman. I think we picked him up because of his zone coverage. I believe he had decent zone, that's why we picked him up. But you guys see the board getting empty of really good players. And right here, I'm just picking up like backups, and I'm about to sim in a little bit. I think maybe after this round we sim. Is after this round or the next like 2-3 rounds we sim the rest of the draft? As we pick up Jason Babin just for backup purposes. Oh, dude, I should have picked up Antoine Bethea. That would have been huge. How did I not see him? I usually pick up Antoine Bethea like every draft I do, because I know he's a really good safety. I don't know why I didn't pick him up. That's weird. You see here, I either played 3-4 or 4-3, and I was like, dang it, I forgot to pick up another good defensive tackle. So right here, I was just looking for Shed, like who had really good block. Shed. Joe Velino. I think I picked up someone with a cool name. Okay, I'm gonna pronounce his name and I'm gonna mess it up. Shikigo Abu Ku. I don't know. Man, why y'all gotta roast me, man? Y'all always be trying to pronounce names, and y'all just gonna end me in the end. It's okay. But you guys are gonna be in the comment section. Jacob, it was 3 syllables, okay? It wasn't that hard. Okay, listen. In the rest of the draft, you guys will see who we get. We ended up getting a little bit more. We ended up getting like another quarterback. I believe, some backup linemen, linebackers, and linemen and defensive linemen. So here, week 1, we're gonna play the Lions. You guys see our starting quarterback's Nick Foles. Yeah, my hair I scrolled fast like a madman, but I slowed it down. Staten, Rainer APs, Rules C2K, Lucy Fitz, Welker, Perryman, Heather, Andre Johnson, Gwynn are very good O-line with its backups. You guys see our tight end. We had, I almost skipped the tight end. We had Gary Barnage, Anthony and Corliss. Here's the defense. I'm proud of this defense of team we put together. We got Watts, Sue. I'm just proud of that. I'm just proud of those two because I know they're gonna put in so much work. And because of them, I want to play like nickel where I'm like 4. Just because if I send 3, then they're gonna get double teamed.
My time, my grind, promise I'ma do is right. Open eyes, see the sign, now I give it all I got. This is not what you think, this is nowhere near a game to me. It's the air that I breathe in my wildest dreams. Seems out of reach and a little far from my grants. Times past used to fall on my ass. Every time, heavy grind, getting mine till I reach the finish line. Never die, tell you why I stay prepared like my life's on the line. And I'm fixing to crash and burn. I'm taking turns for the worst, learn what was really worth. Putting first, never hurt the people that you love. And if you can't do that, then you should give the game up straight up.